Boom. We in cheer. We in cheer.
Not in freeze. That's
That's what I was getting ready to say. I was like, E has frozen.
We're back. Still T show me E.
Yo, I'm G, and the Saints are better than the Buccaneers.
Don't be a hater, son.
All right, so let me put it this way: the Saints are healthier than the Buccaneers.
Still not better.
So you
Still
saying
not
the
better.
Buccaneers? You saying the Buccaneers with COVID is better than the Saints?
Pretty much.
Well, it's trash. I just want to let you
Hey,
know that.
after that flawless victory we had last week,
Who did y'all play?
we beat the Packers. We beat the Packers, an undefeated Packers team, bro, and we smacked them.
Yeah. Uh,
No, no, it's no.
that was a good win, but I think that they lost
Here go,
that game.
here go the hate.
They lost that game. Y'all didn't
Here
win
you
the
go.
game. They lost that game.
Nah. All right, Skip.
So I'm just saying, uh, I don't understand, man. Like, listen. Can we really truly judge football right now?
What do you mean? Yeah, that's
We
what we do.
can we judge football right now with the way that the NFL is going? Can we judge football right now? All these people getting COVID, kind of how we've predicted.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like we predicted this way back in like August.
Yeah, pretty much. Because
It's
it was
just weird.
no, because there was no way that we no, there's no way you can maintain it because they traveling all the time. For all the reasons we said, they traveling all the time and it's not in a bubble. So even you could test every day, but they going back and forth to their families and they traveling. So it's like there's no way you can contain it.
Plus, it's got to be stressful. Like I got to be honest with you. If I was a quarterback, in order for me not to get sacked, I'd be like, "Hey, man, I'm feeling a little hot," and I just start coughing and stuff. Ain't nobody gonna hit me. Ain't nobody gonna touch me. I'm
No.
gonna I'm gonna make Cameron Jordan think twice. Like,
That's terrible, sir.
I
Hey,
come
nah,
out the house like break.
hey, nah, I ain't gonna lie.
They
Hey, look,
like,
that's like, hey, nah, I ain't gonna lie. That's how you can't keep people off you though. Yeah, start coughing.
that's what I'm saying, man.
Dude, I heard somebody. I was in a. Where was I at, Joe? I think I can't remember where I was at, man. It was a store though, and I heard this
Uh,
lady sneeze. Dog, my eyes. Everybody was like, boy, and that joint was
I'm
loud
telling you.
too, bro.
I told you the story about my father. He was standing there and he was in the store, and this lady was like in front of him. She turned around and she started talking to him. And my father was like, he didn't realize at first because this was like one of his first times going out. But she turned around, she was kind of close, and she started talking to him. She was like, "Oh my God, it feels so good to get out of the house. This, that, and the third. I've been cooped up the last couple of weeks. I've had COVID and blah blah blah." And she's
Oh shit!
talking to him in his face, and he's like, and mind you, he's at the Giant. He's standing there like, like it's the funniest thing. He comes back in the house. My father's like, he's like, that woman, she was all up in my face, and this and the third. And this is what's funny. This is what it does to people. He started scratching himself. I was like, it doesn't make you itch. It doesn't make you. He was like,
Hey, nah, the first drink. Hey, nah, nah. Another thing, Bama instantly hold their heart though, like their heart about to come low. Oh,
but
oh.
man, they start looking like Ricky Mother on Boys in the Hood.
Hey, no. Hey, nah. Hey, look. I never forget. I never remember that lady's name though. What's the actress that played her, bro?
I have no idea. All I know, if I ever saw her to her face, I'd be like Ricky Mama.
Yeah.
I would
Hey,
be
look,
that
but
annoying fan.
hey, but I always get her confused. Like she looks just like the lady that plays in all the Tyler Perry movies, the angry
Yes,
black woman.
yeah, the
No, she
Angela lady.
always, yeah, she always plays that. Yeah, she always reminds me of that girl.
I'm telling you, bro, it's typecasting. It's typecasting.
And
Oh
whole time,
crap!
and whole time, that's Al's secret crush. And he loves that lady. Yeah, the angry black lady.
See, Al would. Al like, yeah, I like a mean. I
Is it
pick
Al
fights
the
for
Willie?
no reason. I just come in the house,
And
start yelling for no reason. Yeah.
hey, dog. Hey, look, man. In my younger days, dog, I didn't mind crazy women, but now the older I get, nah, bro, I don't have time for foolishness, bro.
Because as you get older, all you want is peace. That's it.
Yeah,
You just want
yeah,
peace. You don't feel
yeah.
like all the fussing and the this and the that and the third. See, that's why and as a young buck, you would look at older married men and you'd be like, man, y'all trash. Cause y'all just sit up there and y'all say yes to everything your wife says. And da 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 da. Now,
Right.
as that older married man, now I'm like, I
I
get it.
get it. I get it.
Cause all you want to do is have peace, watch your TV shows, and everything be good. That's it.
Yeah. I don't want much,
That's it.
dog. I don't want
Mm-mm.
much, bro.
Yeah,
Dog,
totally.
that's my biggest thing. I hate unnecessary friction. It's like friction for no reason. Like it's
Drama.
just yeah, it's just the drama, just to have drama. Like that. Come on, man.
Because it's too much. It's too much. Don't
Nah, it
nobody
is,
feel like
bro.
fussing.
Yeah.
Fussing is overrated.
Nah, bro. Fuss just a fuss. I ain't never
Right.
done. It's the worst
Just
stuff.
like I got more important things to fuss about.
Yeah, bro. Like
Like
back
is
in the yeah, when
LeBron better than Jordan?
I,
That's what I gotta fuss about. Let's fuss about that. Oh,
hey, hey,
don't
look,
fuss
when you
about a
was, hey,
dishwasher.
look, hey, bro, when I was younger, like all that jealous girl stuff was kind of cute. But as you get older, that shit is not cute, bro.
Mm, mm-mm.
You like, oh, she
That,
jealous. She really, hey, look, she jealous. She really love me. But now it's like, nah, you kind of crazy. I don't want to deal with that.
be like, where you been at? I was at Giant. The lady in front of me coughed on me.
Yeah. No, I'm like, I went to the carry out. That's where you sent me to get food. I don't understand what's bothering
she'd be like, hold up. Who's this half of COVID? Who this half of COVID?
me. Hey, no,
Oh,
whenever
19. Oh, she 19? She 19?
right. So you cheat. Oh, so you cheat on me with Corona? Corona now? Like
oh,
what?
not a half a drink. Because it's Corona. You'd be like,
no,
okay.
nah, bro. I don't have time for it, man. I value my peace, bro. I don't
Yeah,
like it,
man.
man.
Nobody feel like fussing all the time, man. It's too many things to live for.
Especially the first, yeah, like I went down. That's why I'm at the point in my life. That's why I don't understand like dating now and like trying to like date multiple women, dude. How do you? I can't do it, bro.
That's too much,
It's
man. That's
it's
too
too
much.
much, man. It's too much, bro. It's too stressful, man. I can't do
Listen, mind you, I've never had that problem. But
it. Yeah, I mean, considering you've been married since you was like 12, but
yeah, I mean, let's be real. I came out the womb like, I do. We, hey, me and Keisha holding hands in the NICU, like, I love you, girl.
man, sharing Capri Suns.
Be like, that's my nook. No, that's my nook. You can have the
Oh
nook,
man.
girl.
Oh man. Hey, what we got? What we got on the menu today, man?
Yo, all right. So first thing up, man, the presidential debate last night, man. Let's do it. Let's do a recap, because mind you, all right, I feel validated because they took my idea of muting the microphone. Because look,
Hey, but you know what was weird? Did
they
Trump's
didn't do
mute
it.
button work? Yeah, because I swear they wasn't muting my man Trump for nothing.
Because I would, dog. I've been like, okay, President Trump, you have 5 minutes, and I would have muted it. Is
No,
this
they
thing
was not.
on?
No, they was not. They was muting Biden, but they wasn't muting Trump.
I know. But you see, that's all the stuff that happens. See, to me, I don't never watch the presidential debate for like commentary and all that stuff. I watch it to see Trump get his jokes off. Trump Trump is a
Yo,
wild boy. And I'm not
yo,
gonna lie to you. If Biden wins, I'm kind of gonna miss that side of Trump because literally it was like watching the SNL skit every single time he did something.
dog. Hey, now
Like
when that,
instead
yeah,
of doing all that
the
stuff,
funniest joint, when that Bama said, yeah, Nancy was dancing in Chinatown, dancing the streets of Chinatown. Yeah, like what?
it's like, yo, who is this guy? Like nobody understands the comedy that comes with this stuff. It's funny, man. It's
Dog.
funny.
But the sad part about it is like, dog, this is the actual president. The Bama is supposed to be running the free world, bro. It's crazy.
Look, listen. This is I don't understand how the black community. I think we've cornered the market in drug dealers, right? So I feel like this. I feel like this. Keep it above. Keep it above, right? So, as drug dealers know, right? You never look at the number one guy. The number one guy is just he's the guy.
You
He
never look,
just
you never look at the leading guy.
you look at number two. I've never worried about Trump. You always worry about Biden. I mean, you always worry about Pence.
Yeah,
I've never worried about Trump. Trump is going to Trump. He's
yeah,
just
yeah.
the he's the
Yeah.
puppy.
But
He's
look,
puppy.
bro,
He's puppy. He's gonna be
he
dancing in the
is.
videos. That's Trump. You know what I'm saying? I'm
But,
worried about Mace because Mace is the one writing the hits.
nah, I'm ready. Hey, look, nah, Pence is Suge Knight. Pence is Suge Knight. Puffy, and Trump is Puffy, and Pence is Suge Knight. Suge, he wasn't all in the video, but hey, he's behind the scenes. Hey, if it got real, it got real. That's Pence, son. Pence is just Suge Knight, son.
You sit there, you like,
Hey, dog. When Pence and Harris had the debate, I'm looking at them debate like, dog. Hey, I'm looking at that joint like, you know what, man? They look more like the presidents. That was the presidential debate for real, for real.
It definitely was. It definitely was. I'm not gonna lie to you, but yo, the one thing that Kamala Harris, bro, she's the whole I'm talking thing. Oh, that gave something to black women that ain't never gonna go away. Because it felt like I was arguing with Keisha. I'm talking.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
talking.
yeah.
I was like,
Yeah, bro.
it shuts you down.
Hey, nah, but so who you think won the debate, man, between Trump and Biden?
Biden. Biden went in and win. For me, this was game 5 for Biden. It was his to lose. All he had to do was show up. That was it.
But I mean, Trump did better than the first joint because he actually, I mean, he was. But you know what though?
He ain't say a whole bunch.
Nah, he ain't really say nothing. But you know, that was funny about him, man. He was just one of the things that he kept saying. He kept repeating was like, Joe, you had 8 years. What did you do in 8 years? And Joe didn't have an answer for real, Joe.
But let's be real though, because Joe and see, to me, people look at that as a law. I look at that as a win, because at least he ain't lie and say a whole bunch of stuff. Joe is at least honest, like.
I mean, they're like no. One of his comebacks was, well, hell, I wasn't the president. He tried to Obama on the bus too. He's like, well, I wasn't the president. I was the VP. he just threw him under the bus though, son.
But listen, you can't throw Obama under the bus because Obama gone. Like he ain't worried. Obama at home sitting with us watching this dirt. Like,
hey man, but one of the things that stood out to me was how Trump counted. If you didn't know any better, you would think Biden was the president already, and Trump was trying to be the president. Like, no.
That's because, you know what it is? It's because Trump. You know how like some people got to argue every single point, no matter how minute it is. But that's Donald Trump. Like Obama never had to argue those points. And Biden, I think, is learning the same thing. Like, you don't necessarily have to go down and answer every single dig at you. Like, sometimes
Right,
you
right.
just gotta be like, yo, I'm bigger than that. Whatever.
And then,
Yeah,
and then, and Trump put Trump put it out there. It was funny. He's like, look, he's a politician. Look at him. He didn't even ask a question. He deflected. He did this. Look, he's a politician. I'm no politician.
But then, the funniest part of the whole joint when he was like, I'm the least racist guy in the room.
Everybody's like, what?
Listen, this
Hey,
is a
look,
room. There's 5 people in here. I'm the least racist person. He's looking at Melania like, now Melania, I'm the least racist, but Melania.
Oh my God, man. Hey,
But then
anytime
I didn't even catch
anytime you gotta defend that, dog, you might be a racist, son.
that's like the white person come and talk to you and say, look, I'm not racist, but
yeah, exactly.
it's like, yeah, you about to say some stuff that's gonna raise my blood pressure.
Yeah, pretty much.
But I mean, like at the end, I think some people called it or whatever, because they catch every little thing or whatever. But it's starting to become more and more apparent. When they was holding hands, walking off the stage, Melania and Trump, like she just snatched away from him. Like she snatched her hand away. I was like, bro, what is going on with this relationship?
She don't fool with him, bro. It's evident. Like she really don't fool with him.
I mean, I get it.
Dog, you know how, yeah. Dog, you know how, yeah, the only reason why she winning right now because he's the president and it's a look. But dog, like she really can't stand that Bama, dude. It's evident. That has to be miserable when you're like with somebody, dog, and you just can't, you're miserable.
And he's just like, why?
Yeah, you got, oh man, that's the worst, bro.
See, I think Trump would be a better president if he had a black woman as a wife. if Trump, because Melania is just not taking all that. But black women, let's be honest with you, black women will take it, and the reason why they take it is because they're brilliant. They have like, it's like I'm gonna take it right now, but you're gonna get it when it hurts.
Oh yeah. But then,
y'all gonna be arguing, and y'all gonna have a big argument, and he's gonna be like, look, Shaquanda, shut up. And then all of a sudden, she gonna be like, you and your little hands, okay? Guess what else is there, Otano?
It's a certain cloth for women that know how to protect the brand. It's a certain cloth for women that know how to do that. But behind closed doors, they let you have it. But in front, they'll protect the brand in front of you. They'll protect the brand in front of you.
They do the smile thing. You're gonna get it when you get home.
Yeah.
How are you gonna get it? Like,
but
that'd be the silent car ride home.
Hey, one of the questions about him handling the COVID-19, right? Dude, why does he keep saying he's immune? You're not immune from it, bro.
Bruh, it's weird. Now, this is what was funny too. After it, the moderator goes up and she says, the thank yous to, I guess, like both sides or whatever. Like she goes up to Joe Biden or whatever. She goes to Trump, and Trump like gets close to her. She's like, "Hey, okay, Donald. Okay. All right."
And I forgot the moderator name. She did a good job. She did a good job too.
Yeah. Oh yeah, man.
She did a good job, man.
Man, I'm telling you, literally, it elevated her. Vince McMahon, Dana White.
I'm still voting for Charlamagne and and Joe Rogan. Yeah, I'd rather see Joe Rogan and Charlamagne do the moderator, son.
I don't know. Charlamagne just say some real like racist type stuff. Everybody just be like, "Oh, okay, Charlamagne."
Man. Overall, man, it was it didn't sway me either way. I think for Trump to stop the bleeding, because he did better than the four. The bar is kind of low, so you can only go by high. So if he had a 2 performance in the out of 10, he had a 2 performance in the last one. This one's probably like a 6.
Yeah, yeah. And you know what? And to kind of go back with the comment I made earlier with Melania, to me, I honestly feel like I think we feel sorry for her. You know what I'm saying? Like we really are on some like, yo, like we get it. You know what I'm saying? Like we actually look like she's not in a marriage, but like she's almost held hostage.
It is. Nah, it is. It is.
You know
It
what I'm
pretty
saying?
much
Like
is,
your
dog.
heart goes out to her.
Nah, she's in a hostage situation.
Like
Yeah.
she on Air Force One talking about some
Right. SOS is in the windows.
because it's just it's crazy, bruh. It's crazy. And
Yeah,
like I
nah.
mean, and plus, I mean, I think they taped her saying some like wild stuff or whatever. I didn't hear the tape, but they taped her,
Yeah,
saying some
I
stuff about
didn't.
immigrant children and stuff.
Yeah, I didn't hear what it was, but yeah, man. But another thing that stood out to me was how Trump kept talking about Biden taking $3 million and all this other stuff from Ukraine or from Russia or something like that. But like, dude, but you know what he gets that information? It's these right wing conspiracy theories like these echo chambers. He
Yeah,
repeats this stuff with no
yeah.
facts behind it, though. Yeah.
Trump gets his information from World Star Hip Hop.
Nah, it's not word. Nah, it's
He
not
gets
word
on the
stop.
shade room. He on the
Nah,
shade
it's
room.
Nah, it's the white nationalist site. It's the opposite of that. it's like the Blaze room or whatever it is, man. The Blaze and all these other right wing conspiracy theory sites or whatever, bro. He rides with
But
them joints.
I don't even know because I tell you the truth, I can't even go into any of them joints because I know I'm not welcome.
Dude, I don't know what it is, man. Maybe I look at too many right wing conspiracy things or whatever. Maybe I just look at conspiracy stuff, period.
He said, Phil said, "Man, please don't cry for me, Argentina."
But yo, dude, every time I go on YouTube, I get all this right wing conservative. I get Trump's ads or whatever. Like, dude, what am I looking at? Did I get all these ads though, son?
It's
Because
but it's crazy. It's forced. It's the marketing, man. It's I don't want to get my marketing bag all over again because you know me. I'll market everything to death. But you
nah,
know,
I already know what it is. But overall, man, didn't learn too much from the debate, man. It was the same old rhetoric, same old, same old. Hey, man, just go vote and hey, man, just vote. Get this man out of office, man. I'm done with it. I don't want to. Hey, look, it's exhausting. I'm tired of it. Is it me? And then this Trump is the same old thing, man. Like, bro, I don't see how you can support this. I mean, it's hard to support Biden too, to be honest. But
mhm.
hey, look, man, we had 4 years of Trump. I don't want to do another 4 years of this, man. I don't think a lot of people don't, man.
I mean, it's dude. I got to be honest with you. It's a lot. But then it's kind of like, well, what are you getting in Biden?
Yeah, I mean, I feel you, but
Because
I mean,
I think people are scared to jump from the frying pan into the fire. I think that's what because at least with Trump, you know what you're getting, and you may not want it, but you know what you're getting. With Biden, is so many question marks in his policies and a lot of different things or whatever. So I think that's where a lot of people really are, and a lot of people are just like, "Yo, we done with it. We done
yeah,
with Trump." You know what I'm
nah,
saying?
nah,
Like, so
nah.
it's
And then,
confusing time, bro.
it's confusing. Then you got it, and then I feel sorry for young kids, man. Like the young guys, like that's their first time voting, and they hear so much back and forth. They're confused. They hear so much stuff about Biden, and then they know what they see with Trump, and they like, where do we go? Like they don't get it. And then another thing, like we saw this play out with the Ice Cube situation, man. How they were, but then we saw it play out with the Ice Cube situation. We seen how they started bringing up all this stuff with Ice Cube's business partners and all this other stuff. Then you see these pictures with 50 Cent and people making it into memes of him and Pence and with Trump hats or whatever. Like, dog, it's ridiculous. Like, and anybody in their right mind know how Ice Cube's background speaks for itself. He don't go like that, bro. They use him as a pawn, and they just ran with it, bro. And then we as the people feed into it.
And let's keep it a buck. Uh, the thing that I give Cube is that Cube is 100% real
Yeah,
because when he heard Hot 97, he went on that Hot 97 show.
as he should.
And Ebro did not keep that same energy. He backed up. He was real, look, Cube, blah, blah, blah. I
Nah,
was like, nah, don't try to come in there and be all, whatever. Like, keep that same energy. He called that man, he said that these black men want to be white men so bad. You know what I
dog, and,
mean?
you, and Q further from that, man. And we all know that, man. That's right, dog.
Right.
That's why, man. Don't even try to play those games though. Like, dog. I mean, you know his track record, so and
Right.
you know where he was coming from with it. And, and for you to try to play those games with it, man, that's why I get sick of both of them, though, man.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
hot 97 and 105 sometimes. Like, dog, y'all playing because y'all know.
And that's what they do, bro. But it's like, to me, at the end of the day, it's kind of like, this guy's track record. Why get rid of all that just off of one comment that he might have made, or one stance that he might? Because people are not going into deep research with this Ice Cube thing. Well, Ice Cube literally gave it to both parties. The Republican Party was just the first people to stand up and actually do something about it. The
But
Democratic Party was like, we'll wait after the election.
and here's the kicker. Here's the kicker about the Republican Party. They know, and they knew what they were doing too.
Right.
It kind of, they did it to try to gain some steam. And let's
Mm-hmm.
be honest, it's 2 weeks before the election. What can they really do in 2 weeks? Nothing really. Be honest.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So it kind of can be a distraction to take away from Biden too. But
But I think
that's why I said they kind of used them though.
But I think what it ended up happening, because this was proposed like in August, I want to say. So this
It
was like
was
way back then. They just picked it up recently so that they can kind of use it to their favor.
right.
And so
That's
now
what
that
exactly.
now that they're using it in his favor and it's attached to Ice Cube and you go public with it, Ice Cube ain't the one that's really like, oh yeah, we going public and da da da. He had rallies and all that. He's like, oh, y'all decide to do something with it now, and now y'all making the announcement. So now, like, Cube has to go on a world tour and talk to everybody, saying, "Hey, look, this is what it is. This is what it is. This is what it is." Now, mind you, we got calm Ice Cube right now. That's cool. Pause. I want the no Vaseline Ice Cube. I want that Ice Cube to come out and just start saying, "Like, I more." Like, I want him to do that, because right now he's really trying to take the high road with it or whatever. But to me, I just feel like it's but so many times that people can play with your face, man.
Yeah, nah,
It's but
facts,
so
facts,
many
yeah.
times they can come at you like that before
And
you
then
just, you
and
know,
then and then I see how they play this stuff, and it's so nasty, man. Like now they try to come out. Well, Q's business partner, he's cool with Bannon and all this other stuff. Like,
right.
bro, stop, man, stop it, stop. It's
It's like,
ridiculous, bro.
dude, let me tell you something. In the house, I got this black tie that I love. I love wearing this black tie. This joint was silk, this, that, and the third or whatever. And honestly, how guys shop. We shop. It's nice. We pick it up. We wear it, whatever. It wasn't until one morning I turned it around and it said Trump on the back, right?
I got one too.
I'm not going to necessarily stop wearing the tie because the tie is hot. But that doesn't necessarily mean that I'm a Trump supporter.
I'm not gonna lie. I mean, I might be the opposite, but yeah, I haven't worn that tie since I know. Since what's going on. But hey, when I bought
I
the
gotta be,
tie,
I gotta
when I
be
bought
honest
the
with you.
tie,
I gotta be honest with you. That's the only tie that I wear at funerals. And it's the only black tie I got. So I'm like, I don't want to go to a tie in the big bright red joint. Like, you know what I'm saying? So to me, I'm just looking at it like, pay my respects, look presentable, or just hate Trump so much that I just have to like run away from everything him. Like, nah, man,
yeah,
I
no.
can't have that type of hate in my heart, man.
And I feel you, but I definitely haven't worn that Trump tie since. I ain't
Yeah,
gonna, I ain't
no,
gonna hold you.
mind you, it's on the back.
I
And
know, I feel you, but no, it was just something in my spirit. I just couldn't do it. I was just like, I saw it. I was like, damn, I got this Trump tie. Like, man, I'm gonna go ahead and throw this one away. I don't even want to wear the joint no more, dog. I can't. I
I
couldn't
mean,
do it, bro.
yeah, I mean, I feel like at the end of the day, we can't let, and I'm not saying you doing this, but I think we can't let our dislike for a person and what they do turn us against everybody else. Just like white
Nah,
people,
nah,
like
nah,
'cause
nah.
you have some like older black people who, and I ain't gonna say older black people, but just black people, period. Like we'll look at one person as the face of racism and just direct all hate towards that. But we're now becoming the very thing that we're actually against. So we hate this dude so much that now, as God's people, now we're turning ourselves into something that we shouldn't be. We hate this guy so much that it's like, oh, I can't. I'm like, yeah,
Nah, what?
you
But
you
now one.
still you still gonna drive up Pennsylvania Avenue to get to work.
Nah,
You
but
know what
now
I'm
one.
saying? Like,
Hey, now
yo,
one. The one thing you can't do with this man is let the emotions control you. And
yeah, man,
like I never forget, man, when he first got elected, and I saw these posts about people. Oh man, we're the world is over, and oh my god, I can't believe it. I was just like, dog, I just put out a drink. Like, look, man, look, we lived through work, we lived through bad presidents, and we're gonna live through this one. We
and that's
all
what living.
we had bad presidents in the past, dog. We lived through it.
Yeah, and that's what listening to your OGs come into it. That's what listening to the older people go through. The older people are like, look, my my great grandmother was a sharecropper. This, that, and the third. Like, there's real issues going on right now where it's just like, yeah, this is a real issue, but this was impacting their life every single day. And they're like, look, we lived through that. Draw from some of our strength because we come from strength and we'll
Right,
get through this. Just exactly like
right.
what you're saying. It's like, yo, like, come on, man. Like, all is not
Nah,
lost.
nah. The world ain't over, but they'll make, and the media does a good job of making you think the world is over, and the way they play on your emotions to make you think, man, like, oh, just I mean, to be honest, man, we living through a pandemic. It is what it is. You gotta live life still, though. But
Yeah,
you gotta be I mean, you just gotta be just be cautious and take precautions and be, and I mean, just to protect yourself. But don't be out here like, dude, like the way it is, it puts so much fear in you, dog, and it controls you and runs with your emotion, man. But just be smart
yeah,
and protect yourself, bro. Now,
yeah.
I'm not
Because I
telling
mean,
you. I'm not telling you to go and have a party of 75 people or nothing like that, but just be reasonable, bro.
right, just know what you need to do. That's all. And man, just be in tune with your spirit, man. Come on, man.
Yeah.
Holy Spirit, bro. Come on. Just be in tune. Like,
Hey
cut
man,
it.
hey look, I got a praise report, man. Look, the other day, this was when, nah, that was Thursday yesterday. It was Thursday morning. I was going through something, man, and I needed something to come through like real soon, bro, like something to happen.
Yeah.
And you know what I'm saying? I opened up my Bible app, bro. Start reading, whatever. And bro, I never, probably like an hour later, clutch came through. Everything worked out. You know what I'm saying? No. So I mean, just stuff like that, man. Hey, if you don't got faith and you don't believe in nothing, bro, I feel sorry for you, man. But yeah, nah. Hey, look,
And that's
I
real.
yeah, but yeah. So anyway, man, it worked out. Everything worked out. I'm in a good position now, and but bro, like if you don't have no faith, you don't believe in nothing, man. I don't know what to tell you because you need it right.
Yeah.
You need it in these times right now.
And the thing about it is that people think that, like, in your story, it wasn't the fact that you read the Bible. It wasn't the fact that you went and
Nah,
you read the words in the Bible. It was the fact that you had the faith enough to know where to go. That's
right.
what blessed. It's just like the woman who bled all the time. Like, she had the issue with bleeding. She bled constantly. And just the fact that she touched the hem of Jesus' garment, It was just that. Like, it wasn't the fact that she touched it and all of a sudden magic happened. It
Nah,
was her faith. It was just the fact that she knew where to go. And that's what healed her. And a lot of people
nah,
don't really understand that. And so, like, it's your faith is your energy. So
nah. There's
you gotta be cognizant of where you putting your energy at.
Nah, real talk, man. The two biggest things you can have that keeps you motivated, keeps you pushing is faith and hope. If you don't have
For
faith or
sure.
hope and you don't have faith or hope in anything, then you're empty, dog. You're an empty person. And that's what happens, man. When you fall to drug addiction, you fall to all kinds of other stuff. But there's no faith and no hope in nothing. And I think right
Yeah.
now what's scaring people now, and what we're going through now, we're starting to lose faith and hope in humanity. Period. And it is
Yeah.
good, there is good people out there of all shades of color, man. But we have to be. I'm cognitive to know that racism exists, but I'm also cognitive to know that I can't let it control me. Because
Yeah.
people gonna like you for whatever reasons. They're not gonna like you for whatever reason, though. So it is
Yeah.
what it is.
Yeah, and I feel like this. I feel like this is God's perfect plan that's going on right now. Because just like what you're saying, people putting they can't put faith in humanity anymore, and they lost faith in humanity. Your faith was never supposed to be in humanity, because people gonna be people. And
Yeah,
that's why a lot of the churches end up getting screwed up, because you put your faith in that human
and
pastor who may
yeah,
have a human moment and who may
right.
go through human things, instead of looking at him, putting him or her in their place in God's divine order, putting them in their place and looking to God instead of looking to that man. And I
Yeah,
think
no,
God
hey,
is
look,
tearing down all that stuff, especially like with the presidency. Because especially when you look at the president, you think of, oh, he's above, and people start to worship it. Like, that's what made me weird when Obama became president, and everything just became like, all black people, we were so enamored, and we're like, let's hold him up, let's do this. And we set unrealistic expectations
expectation.
for that man. And now you got people mad about it, Tavis Smiley and all them mad about it. Like, he didn't do nothing. But he's the president of the United States. And that's what he did. He was the president of the United States,
But
not the
to
president of the
us
black
and
people.
us, hey, look, and to us in our mind, people thinking like, now you the president of the black people. But
Right, right. Let's change the national anthem to the Marvin Gaye version. Like, you know what I'm saying?
and you gotta
Like,
think, yeah. Hey, look, and you think about the opposite. You know how it freaks some white people out when
sure,
you got a black president, it freaked them out.
sure. They're like, I mean, it's too much. It's too much. We put too much into people. We can't put so much into people. We got to put it into God. Put our faith in the right place, and then, we're not looking to people that to let us down. Uh, what does it say? Say what you want. A leader, you can't seem to make up your mind. Maybe you better close it. So stupid. This is Purple Rain. He's reciting the lyrics to Purple Rain. Really, Phil?
Leave it to Phil.
Phil probably typed that with a blouse on, talking about something.
I bet we got a. I bet with a Fender guitar over there.
Smell like chamomile in his office.
Hey, what we got on the menu, man? What's next on the menu?
All right, so next on the menu. All right, we got our boy T.I. T.I. he's been calling out everybody. He's been calling out, he wants the smoke so bad from somebody that he's just
What?
hoping that anybody picks up the line and gives him a call. Well, Busta Rhymes did. And what Busta said was, hey, yo, T.I., I'm going to let you know right now. I'm going to bust you, and I'm going
Yes.
to let you know what's going on. Woo-ha, got you all in check. Like, he came with all that, right? Now, with all that going on, T.I. decides to come up, open up his dictionary words, and be like, eloquently, the virtuality is I don't want no Snoop and Busta Rhymes. Like
Pretty
that's
much. Hey,
basically
look,
what he said.
that's basically what he said. Pretty much, he's like, well, I respectfully decline,
Right,
and then he
right.
gave you all this jazz, talking about generations, all this other stuff. But bro, the fact of the matter is, Busta got them classic hip hop club bangers. I mean, radio pop joints. It is going to be hard to go against, dog.
Like who you gonna play? You got the Live Your Life joint that T.I. came out with. Hey, hey, all Busta got to do is play the joint that he had with Janet Jackson.
Exactly, dog.
And yeah,
Then he can hit you with the scenario verse, whatever. Dog, he hit you with the scenario verse, yeah. Come on, son.
impact, boom from the
Boom
cannon.
from the cannon.
Oh my
Dog,
god! Oh my god! Like
come
that's
on,
Busta
son.
Rhymes.
Yeah.
That's Busta Rhymes.
Raw, like a Dungeon Dragon.
Let me tell you something. Every bit of furniture I got in my house will be broken up.
Oh man, come on, son.
I just like,
Hey, dog. Hey, what? Hey,
He's
look.
like, you
What?
just
Hey,
like
look.
that. I'm like, I don't care. Woo-ha.
Hey, what?
Like,
Hey, look. What can T? Hey, what can T.I. play against Pastor Gavassier, son? Come on, son. When that joint come on, though,
what are you gonna play? Rubber Band Man?
I don't know, bro.
Now, mind
Hey,
you,
look.
Rubber Band Man is a joint, but the
It
problem is,
is.
it's not. You can't. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? But
Hey,
however, Jeezy did answer,
that's a fair matchup.
and Jeezy answered in code. So Jeezy was like, he heard everything that you've been saying, and he was like, look, I just want to let you know, just name the time and place. And he was like, I'm not gonna be there. I beat you there. Like it was something he said like that. I was like, yo, this is crazy.
That's a fair matchup. But that Busta Rhymes joint is not a fair matchup, dog.
No, not at all.
It's not a fair matchup.
Because Busta Rhymes is like, yeah, you're gonna get it. Like,
Yeah, nah, that's not a fair matchup, dog, at all.
I don't think the only person, the person that I didn't like the Snoop versus DMX.
But it worked out. It worked out.
I get it. To me, it should have been DMX versus Busta. Because that would have been like,
that would have been a good one.
Man, what it would have been, and the energy.
Yeah, that energy would have been crazy. But the Snoop and DMX joint worked out though. But yeah, Busta versus T.I. That's a mismatch, bro.
It is, bro. It really, really, really is.
Yeah, Busta got them. It's too much energy in them joints, dog. But like DMX got them bangers, yeah. Like that's a better matchup because he got the energy and all that other stuff. But yeah, nah, no way. That Busta and T.I. joint was a mismatch.
Yeah, I mean, Snoop versus Busta.
It could have been, but
Snoop. I don't know, because Snoop's too laid back.
Yeah,
Snoop's too laid back, and Busta, he got some gangster stuff, but it's more the bravado that comes with Busta. Could you imagine? Cause Snoop like 1, 2, 3 until I found Snoop Dogg and Dogg. He would have did all that, and Busta
come out. Hey, he come out, woo! Got you all the check. I went up
here. Like, where are we at right now?
Yeah, nah. Busta got too much energy for him, dog. There's no way. He's a tough out, man.
Yeah. Now that brings us to our next topic, though. Now, with all these versus battles and stuff going on, we did an unrealistic joint a long time ago. But let's get real with it. Who are the matches that you would like to see?
Jay-Z and Drake, yeah.
Ooh.
I would love to see a Jay-Z and Drake joint, sir.
I got Jay-Z. The reason why is because of Jay-Z's writing. Because he probably come out with some stuff that he wrote. Like the next episode.
But then you got Drake coming up with he got a lot of Drakes he wrote on the load too.
Yeah,
he come up with the Alicia Keys joint.
He got a lot of his hits that he didn't write.
Like, yeah, that's fair enough.
He gonna have to bring his guy with him. Yeah.
And then he got to bring the weekend and party next door.
Exactly. It's got to be a group project.
Nah. I ain't gonna do that to Drake, man. But yeah, I think Jay and Drake is a good one.
Oh, we got
Jay Z and
Rock.
Nas is good. Yeah, Jay Z and Nas are good. Jay Z versus Nas, that's a good one too.
That is good. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, Rakim versus Big
But,
Daddy Kane.
oh.
I would do Rakim versus Big Kane.
Yeah.
Or well, you can't do that. You can't do that one because he ain't Pimp ain't alive. I was about to say UGK, but Pimp ain't alive, so you can't do
Nah, not
UGK.
Drake and LL.
Nah, hell nah,
Actually,
not Drake and LL.
no, actually, because
Nah, not Drake and LL.
I would say no. I would say no, just because of the different eras. But
Yeah.
as far as impact goes, I could kind of understand that.
But it's only 20 joints. You'd be surprised that LL can really hang with her for 20 joints though.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, like honestly, I feel like it gets to a point where, as my dog starts going crazy, it gets to a point where it's like you can't like you can't cross not genres. You can't cross times that much, because what ends up happening is that it just loses the consistency of the music, but it also loses the I just say it loses the impact. And I think that's what Busta, that's where T.I. was really coming from. Even though he's running, he was really coming from with the Busta Rhymes joint, because he was just like, it's two different eras.
Yeah, I know what he's saying, because Busta got them timeless joints though. Like them joints gonna be forever being played. Like it is what it is. Like it is. I mean, and that's across across the board. Like it crossed mainstream forever. Like I'm sorry.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like, I mean, when put your hands on the eyes to see all them joints. Come on, son.
Straight Buck Welling in the place to be.
Come on, son.
LL's the hardest matchup.
I mean, LL's a tough matchup.
Because ain't nobody do it like him during the time that he did it.
And he got a hit in like 3 decades, man.
I mean, to me, I think the only person that I would have matched LL up with was Snoop.
Maybe.
Because that's the closest thing that I could think of. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because LL's tough because he got mainstream joints too, yeah. Or maybe LL and Busta.
I could see that.
Yeah, maybe LL and Busta. That might be a good one. I can see that one. Yeah.
But you see, you know what's kind of crazy too is that LL. The one thing that's wild was they was talking about LL. Somebody was trying to beef with LL, but it was somebody from like this era was trying to beef with LL, and it had to be Charlamagne that came out and said this. He was like, LL can't mess with nobody in this era. Because mind you, you are a legend. Don't get it twisted. But your flow is still the same old cadence.
Yeah.
That is like raw. Like, it's like, my name is LL. It's like one of them joints. You know what I'm saying?
LL Cool J is high as hell. Better than anybody. I don't care if you damn.
Right. And mind you,
you about to maybe go listen to that joint, sir.
He's gonna be looking like,
what the hell is this?
About to be like, oh, mama said knock you out. What else?
Hey, look, they're gonna be like, man, that's a dude from CSI.
That's a dude in your house. That's on TV Land.
That's a deep blue sea dude, yeah. Ain't that a dude from Any Given Sunday?
That's one cultivated with Jamie Foxx. That's crazy.
He was like, that man a rap? I didn't know that.
That's what it is, bro. Like yeah, man. I think LL's time is done. I don't know, man. Who else?
Did Wyclef go against anybody? Wyclef ain't do a joint, did he?
Oh, wow. LL versus Tribe. I don't know, bro.
Ooh, I would do Tribe and Outkast.
Yeah. Oh, nah. He got Missy versus Outkast.
Ooh, that Missy. See, that's a group, though, yeah. The group, it's a group, yeah. Tribe versus Outkast would be tight, though.
Yeah, that definitely would be. That definitely would be. Because I would say, to me, Tribe. Oh man, I don't know. What about Tribe versus like Gangsta?
Can't. Gangsta not here.
No, no. Well, you know what I mean. Like you
Yeah,
have a
that,
representative,
yeah, that wouldn't work.
and you can only
Oh,
do underground joints.
nah, Tribe versus Wu Tang.
Nobody wants to face Wu Tang.
Yeah,
Let's
nah,
just keep that a
yeah,
buck.
Wu Tang. Yeah, that's a tough one. Yeah.
Because if Wu
Hey,
Tang if Wu Tang
who?
loses, if Wu Tang loses, there's some there's some repercussions that's gonna happen after they lose. All right.
Hey, who? Hey, dog, who would Wu Tang go against? That's a tough one though.
Let me tell you something. If I was a rapper and somebody was like, "Yo, Ghostface Killer is on the phone for you," I'm like, "Yo, I'm good. You ain't got a voicemail. I'm good. I'm good. I'm not answering nobody named Ghostface or Killer. Nah, you good. It's all right."
Hey, Raekwon the chef's on the phone, but he never cooked up nothing but crack.
Right. Right. Hey, you know me and my hungry stuff. I'll be like, "Hey, yo, hey, put him through. Put him through. Hey, cook the what? What?"
Hey, nah. Oh man. Hey, look,
I
now
like
it's a
baking
lot.
soda.
It's stupid. It's a lot of joints I want to see though. But yeah, nah, I don't know. The main one I want to see though is Jay-Z and Drake though. And they got
Yeah,
so many joints though. Yeah, that's the main joint
yeah,
I want to see.
yeah. Like it's crazy. Hold on. He said new edition versus new edition. Hey, versus the TV version of new edition. I see that. I see that.
Oh,
Oh,
hey, look, hey,
let's
look,
be real.
I got a versus for you though. Yeah, in the
Yeah.
basketball though. So I was
Oh,
looking at, I was looking at Undisputed, right?
uh-huh.
Duh. The Dream Team versus the Redeem Team. Dream Team with Mike and Magic and all them. The Redeem Team with Kobe, LeBron, and Carmelo, Jason Kidd, and all them. I was like, oh,
All right. Hot take.
all right,
Dream Team will lose.
dog. I think so too, son. I
I
ain't
think Dream Team.
gonna lie.
Listen,
Dog,
Dream Team would get crushed
dog.
because
And then you gotta think about the prime they in too. And I mean, and that age, yeah, because you gotta think about Bird was 35. Who the hell is Bird gonna check on that team? His back
right,
was about to go out. Magic was like 32,
and he was
and that
just
was like,
coming back. You know what I mean?
yeah, Magic. He had been retired. He had retired too earlier.
Yeah. Yep.
So you got young Jordan. Jordan was 29. Kobe was like he about the same age. He was about the same age
Yeah.
as Jordan around
Yeah.
that time. So the only that's a good matchup. Now it gets kind of tricky with the big man. David Robinson was on that team too.
David
I
Robinson
mean,
will guard LeBron. David Robinson and Karl Malone will guard LeBron. Like that's real talk.
Charles Barkley. Yeah, Charles Barkley on that team. But I might get an edge to the redeem teams, man.
I would
Because I
too,
think,
bro. I
dog,
would too.
I actually think they might beat him, bro.
They would. I really feel like they would. I
Yeah,
really feel like they
it's
would.
not. Dog, it's hard to go against Jordan, but I mean, we got Kobe, we got LeBron, we got the young. Even though LeBron at that age, he wasn't LeBron yet. He was still LeBron.
All right. Oh man, this is a hot take. Uh, do you think we give Jordan too much credit?
No, we don't. We don't. Nah, we don't. We don't.
I kind of think
Nah,
that
we
we
don't.
do.
Nah, we don't.
I think we
Yeah,
do.
the reason why I say don't because I witnessed it and I saw it. I saw it. I can't say I give him too much credit. Now, when I say this, I can say this though. You know, so scary. Jordan could have been better. That's the
Yeah,
scary part. Dog, Jordan could have been better
I
than
think
what he was, though, son.
to me, I
That's the
think we
scary
get
part about him.
to me, and I'm gonna get burnt for that. It's me.
So Jordan's overrated?
No, I think we just give him too much credit because we think that Jordan, if you put Jordan on any single team, Jordan would bring that team to a championship. And I don't think that that's true. Personally, I think that Jordan had to have pieces around him too. And the main two
Oh yeah,
pieces
without a doubt.
is Phil Jackson and
And
Scottie
Scottie
Pippen.
Pippen.
But
Yeah.
mind you, even Jordan has said that. But I think as a culture, we're like, nah, if you take Jordan off that team and you put him with the Blazers would beat the Bulls. And it's like, maybe
Nah,
not.
dog. We took Jordan off that team. They got to the conference finals.
And that's what I'm saying. Because to me, I think that we give Jordan too much credit when it comes to that. Like we think that Jordan is just this godly figure that is just will win everything all the time. When a lot of people don't know that, like, and if you're not gonna shoot LeBron bail and Kobe bail and all that, then don't shoot Jordan no bail. Jordan got beat by Anthony Hardaway and Shaq. So like let's if we gonna keep it a buck, let's keep it a buck. And Jordan got outplayed by Nick Anderson. And when I say outplayed, like Jordan Ja got strapped by Nick Anderson real quick.
I mean, I'm gonna shoot Jordan some bell on that one, man. The Batman just came back though, sir.
No, but we can't shoot bail. That's what I'm trying to say.
I'm gonna shoot him bad.
Because people don't shoot Kobe bail. People don't shoot
dude.
LeBron bail.
And me personally, I feel like Kobe's the most disrespected superstar ever, yeah. Like we just shit on Kobe like this, like him. Yeah, we will skip over Kobe to get to LeBron. I'm like, damn, like Kobe just like he ain't win 5 tips, and he, you know what I'm saying? Like,
but
damn.
But this is the argument with the Kobe joint, though, is the fact that we just seen a Kobe Bryant before, and his name was Michael Jordan.
Fair enough, but dog.
Which is awesome. But you've never seen a LeBron before. That's the thing that makes it different. And I think that's where people are coming from. It's just something you've never seen before.
And I mean, I look at LeBron like Wilt Chamberlain, son.
Mm-hmm.
Because think about it, Wilt Chamberlain had all those stats, he had all those accolades, whatever. But you don't put Wilt Chamberlain in the top 5 anymore, right? A lot of people don't put Wilt Chamberlain in the top 5 no more.
Yeah, but to me, I never put Wilt Chamberlain in the top 5, and the reason why is because he was going against plumbers.
But then you got
he was going against plumbers and Bill Russell.
But then you gotta think about it too. If you wanna go there with it, LeBron was in the he was in the weak East for a minute. He's able to get out of the East every single year, and then with that, the way they play call, I mean, the way they cover, I mean, the way they ref the game now was different. So that's another thing you got against him. Like he's able to manipulate and get to the line a lot or do whatever. But
wait a minute, hold up. Which one you talking about? Jordan?
I'm talking about LeBron.
Cause I'm sorry, because that sounds like Michael Jordan.
Nah.
This actual video of Michael Jordan talking to the ref, and the ref says, "Hey, Mike, I'm sorry about that. Next time the call's gonna go your way." He literally said that during the game.
Oh no, look, LeBron does the same thing. LeBron gets it too.
But and I get it. But that's not favorable for one or the other. That's for both.
I'm talking about, but let's say about Wilt Chamberlain compared to LeBron, though, man.
Okay.
But saying you see, like Wilt Chamberlain had mad stats. I think LeBron has mad stats, yeah. But we still don't say he's better than Jordan now. A lot of people don't, even though he has mad stats to back it up.
Wilt Chamberlain wasn't better than Bill Russell.
No, and another person we kind of like skip past. He had mad stats. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
Of course.
And he got what? How many finals? He got what? How many? He got finals MVP like 33, 35 or something.
Hey, but let's keep it a buck too. He was the only person that could bring the Bucks a championship. It's like, yeah. I mean, and all right. So I'm gonna go back to this comment that Phil said. He said that whatever your eyes told you about MJ, he got beat by half season off by the Magic. Listen, my thing is this: if you accept the fight, go in the boxing ring, and fight that man, and that man knocks you out, you can't say, well, see, I didn't have this or I didn't have that. You accepted the challenge. You went
Yeah.
back in. Jordan easily could have sat out that whole season and came back the next season. No, what did he do? He decided to come back that half season. So when you decide to do that and get in the arena with them gorillas because you think you that good and people hyping you up to be that good and you get beat, then take that like a man and say, yo, I got beat. Which I think he has. He has. And that
Oh
fueled him
no.
To do his thing. But to me,
Yeah.
I'm like,
And then and then and then
I'm
the
just
next year
tired.
and then
I'm
the
just
next year
tired
they won 72 games.
as fans, we sit there and we shoot so much bail, and we pick who we shoot bail to. Like either we gonna shoot bail or we just not gonna shoot bail.
Hey man, speaking of shooting bell, we tried to shoot bell to Lomachenko last week for losing to Telefimo Lopez too.
Yeah, I saw your heart broke. Yeah.
Nah, hey no, look, I'm not gonna lie, dog. I wanted Lopez to win, but I didn't think Lomachenko. I was like, man, I didn't think he was gonna beat him, to be honest, yeah. But no, dog. Hats off to Lopez, man. He fought a hell of a fight, man. Lomachenko, he tried to wait. He waited too late. And he tried to. He thought the young boy was going to fade in the end. He didn't fade. He stayed disciplined the whole time. He outboxed him. And
Yeah.
nah, man, shouts out to him, man. I'm happy for it, dog. Like I wanted him to win, but I didn't think. I thought the experience was going to catch him.
Now that man, I'm talking about he don't want no rematch.
Nah, yeah, for what? We don't want to see a rematch, dog.
And that's what he said because they asked him. He was just like, no. Like he was like, yo, it's done. I did that. It's done.
Yeah. And then not to mention he's fighting at 135. I don't think he's gonna be at 135 for too long anyway, because he's too big to be at 135 anyway.
Yeah.
But hey, he has a lot of good fights at 135 though, man. You got Tank, you got Tank Davis, you got Devin Haney, you got Ryan Garcia. It's a boatload of dudes you can fight at 135. Oh yeah. That'll draw names, that'll draw money too.
Yeah, very true.
Yeah, so nah, man, but I think he's gonna shoot up to 140 because he's too big to be fighting 135 anyway, and he was barely making the weight at 135, and especially for somebody we know for a fact that probably could work around like 150, 155.
Right. Like to me, like he cuts and adds weight, and maybe it's not on purpose, but it's kind of like what Roy used to do back in the day, where he would just cut and then he go up and then he come back down, he go back up, like stuff like that. Do you think that's gonna be to his detriment as he gets older?
If he stays too long, it will. If he stays too long, if he stays too long, it'll definitely be to his detriment. But I think he's gonna get out probably in the next couple fights. I think for a while he's not gonna be able to make 135 that easy no more. And then I'll even look at somebody like Errol Spence. Errol Spence, he fights at 147, but for real, Errol Spence is damn near super middleweight, man. He's really like 170, bro. He gets some fights. He gets to the ring at 170, bro.
Yeah,
and he walks around at 170.
Yeah.
So taking all that weight to get at 147 is ridiculous.
Listen, I ain't gonna lie. As Stephen A. Smith would say, dog, I defer the boxing to you, bro. Because that's all you. That's all you. Like
But nah, man.
Listen, if you tell me to root for somebody, I'm rooting for that guy. That's how much of a fan as a boxing fan I am to you. I'll be like, well, he said he gonna knock him out, so I think he gonna knock him out.
Now, a lot of the
he said call him Clay. I'm gonna call the boy Clay.
Nah, a lot of the experts, man, had Lomachenko winning because of the experience, but we were saying it was 50-50 because of like Lopez really is good though. Telefimo Lopez, I mean, he's a star, dog. He really is good. And I think it would have been the equivalent if if he would have lost, it would have been the equivalent of Canelo Alvarez losing to Floyd Mayweather. It just would have been too early.
Yeah.
But like if Floyd was to fight Alvarez now, hands down he would beat the hell out of Floyd.
and you know what I think the real winner is. I think boxing is the real winner that night.
Yeah. Oh
Just
yeah, yeah,
the way that they actually presented that, and it was on
yeah.
ESPN,
For
and
free.
yeah, and just the way that they presented the entire thing, I was like, this is good, and it was a good fight. It wasn't nothing
Yeah,
crazy. It was a really good fight. So
yeah,
to me, I'm like, dude, boxing is really coming back. And you would think, no crowd, stuff like that or whatever would be huge. To me, when you hear the punches, you get more of a respect
yeah.
for, like what lands and what doesn't, and what a real
Right.
shot is. Like, yeah,
Now, and then not to mention, man, it did numbers, man. It did 4 million, four
yeah,
million views.
yeah.
It did 2.5 at its peak, and then that was just the views on ESPN period, and then
So
not
let
to
me
mention that didn't even include the app.
so let me ask you this question: do you think that pay-per-view is dead?
Um, I think for where we at with the economy now, it's going to struggle.
Yeah.
Because you got to think about you. In order for you to have a pay per view, you got to have a formidable opponent. It has
Mm-hmm.
to be it has to be a real big name.
Mm-hmm.
Um, like prime example, like that fight that's coming up now with Tank Davis and Leo Santa Cruz. It's going to be on pay per view. I mean, Tank got the name now, so he got the Mayweather stamp or whatever. So it might do 300. If it does 300 if it does 300,000 buys, that's good.
Yeah.
It, but I mean, it might do 300 if that. Like
Your point. I actually remember that too.
I
I
remember
remember.
that joint.
I remember that too. He make noise like a girl.
But nah, man. Yeah. So I mean, if they would have put this fight on pay per view, it probably would have did okay. It would have did maybe like it probably would did like 300, 400,000
Okay.
buys or whatever. But I mean, it wouldn't have been as big if they wouldn't have put it on regular TV. So I think this was a good model for people. Like if you have to fight, you got to do. You're going to get your money back. Because all they
Yeah.
got to do is, if you know for a fact 5 million people going to tune in, guess what you'll do? You'll get the sponsor, put the money behind it. You're going to make your money over the advertising, the sponsors.
Yeah. 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 Like I feel like this. I feel like if boxing can keep it up, then once everything kind of bounces back, and I'm speaking this, once everything bounces back and gets to some state of normal or whatever, I honestly think that it'll be boxing. If boxing can kind of ride the wave of people going out again, because when you have pay-per-views and stuff like that, usually people don't watch the pay-per-views at homes. They go to bars, they go wherever. That kind of drives the economy, and a big fight
And that,
will drive
bro,
the economy.
and that's another thing. And that's another thing that's hurting with the COVID going on and everything. People can't have fight parties like that.
Exactly. Yeah. And
Yeah,
because it's the big fight and it's the party atmosphere. It's hanging out with your
right,
friends. And everybody just wants a reason to hang out with their friends.
right. And now with that, with everything going on, you don't have that anymore.
Yeah. Yeah. And it's tough. It really is tough. But I think that, if boxing handles this right, boxing can get back to its heyday. Because you got
Yeah,
you got good fighters out there, and you got guys. You just got to kind of keep their name and keep their face in front of people. You know what I mean? Like Tyson Fury sounds like a wrestler name. Like,
yeah. But he got to
you
stay
know what I'm
active
saying?
though, man. He's starting to fade as he hasn't fought since February. Now we like, all right, man, when you gonna fight again, bro? Like it was good.
And that's what I mean. Like you got to keep these guys' face. They got to keep them in people's face. Like to me, that's when you go over and you let them wrestle. You know what I'm saying? Because Floyd got
Floyd did it though.
he got some fans and stuff like that, but it kept his face out there.
Hey, look, man, I watched a documentary on Floyd, man. Floyd's career was masterful, dog.
Yes, it was.
It was masterful, son. Like
And it's
when
still
I would,
going on because it looked like you're looking for opponents now.
dog, I'm talking about. Yeah, I went back and looked at a documentary they had on him, and just to see once he left Top Rank with Bob Arum, and to
Mm-hmm.
see where he went. and his
Mm-hmm.
trajectory, dog, and what he did, bro, it was masterful, son.
Yeah, it
Like,
was.
dog, it was masterful, son. I'm sorry. You can talk all the trash you want about it, but it was masterful what he did, though, son.
Yeah, and you got to give it to him. You got to
Oh,
give it to
yeah.
him. 'Cause really, he is that guy. He is that guy. No matter the knucklehead stuff, he is that guy. To me, I think he should have kind of given a little bit more schooling to Broner.
He had it. I mean,
'Cause,
he's trying to do the same with Davis, though, Javante Davis.
yeah, but Davis, his whole thing, the whole fight with his girlfriend, what was that the Lakers game?
Oh, yeah, he got into it. Something. It was something crazy. I don't know.
Yeah,
But I
but it was
mean,
on
Floyd,
on
he's
video. It was seen by a million people, stuff like that, or whatever. You
and then
know,
he had a situation. Now, this was another one. Shakur Stevenson. He had a situation, but then I mean that he had a situation. But anyway, but I mean they're young dudes though, and living in the age of social media, it's tough.
yeah, but
Because
to
Floyd,
me, I'm
because look, you gotta think about it. Yeah, early on, Floyd had a lot of stuff too that was going on, but it was early on. Even when he started to get he had some stuff going on, but it just wasn't on video camera.
sure, and I get all that, but to me, now that you know you got the video camera, you got to know what you're doing. That's all.
Oh yeah, yeah,
You know
without
what
a
I'm
fact,
saying?
man.
Like a lot of these guys, they just don't know, man. They
Nah,
don't, and it's like to me, what comes with Floyd being Floyd is that Floyd actually had on the job media training. He just had the gift of gab. He knew how to get himself out of situations and put himself in situations just to promote, to do whatever, fall back, do whatever,
dog.
antagonize people. Because
Hey,
right
look,
now he's doing the same thing. 50's doing the same thing with the whole Trump thing.
yeah,
You know, nobody's taking
but
that
look.
seriously.
No,
At
I'm gonna
least
tell
we
you what.
not.
That's why I said, man, it's certain people. Like I'm gonna put 50 in there too. When we had this conversation last week, a certain people that know how to draw up attention and know how to get stuff stirring.
Yeah, yeah,
Kanye West, Trump, 50 Cent, Floyd Mayweather.
yep,
Dog, they come from that same cloth, though. Yeah,
yep. And a lot of the stuff that they say out their mouth, they don't even believe.
half of it, nah, they just get it. They just say it. You know what I'm saying? They stir stuff up.
Right. Like it's wild. It's like they're the best promoters, but they use social media, they use all these things. And to me, that stuff can be taught. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? And especially if you with Floyd Mayweather, don't be with him in just action, but be with him in picking his brain and understanding the unsaid stuff. Like
yeah,
understand what he's not telling you, but what he's
yeah.
showing you.
Cause like I look at the guy like Tank Davis, man, Javante Davis. He's not a talker,
Mm-hmm.
so that's his only thing. Floyd kind of got to speak for him, kind of like he's his mouthpiece sometimes because he's not a talker.
Yeah.
And but look, the thing about Floyd, that he like
But
I
Floyd was
watched
never a talker either. Remember early
until
on?
not early on, but until he knew what he was doing, until he did the one thing that he had to what made him sell is when he fought Ontario Gotti. And they
Mm-hmm.
started doing like the all access joints or whatever.
Yep.
It was Ontario Gotti, and then
Playing the piano with Ray J.
nah. And then the one that really put him over the top is when he did the De La Hoya joint.
Yeah. Yep.
That De La Hoya joint, he sold that fight, dog. He sold that
100%.
fight. And
And De La
then
Hoya didn't even have to do much because remember,
he
De
didn't
La
have to do
Hoya
nothing.
always had to sell his fights. De La Hoya
Yeah,
didn't ever have to say anything.
yeah. And now with that fight, Floyd did all the promotion for that joint. He sold that fight. And
Yep.
then on the flip side, when Floyd fought Conor McGregor,
Mm-hmm.
sold that fight.
Yep. Because he just sat back and let him do his thing.
Yeah.
I get it. And to me, I just feel like, man, if you really love boxing the way that you love boxing, then pass that on to the next generation and let them know. Let them see, what's what. Because to me, could you see a Davis versus Mayweather?
Oh he too that's never gonna. Floyd not fighting anybody. He even said it himself, man. He's not fighting anybody that's a real boxer. He was just fighting to make a buck. He said, man,
Okay.
I spent out the way of these young lions. He already know, like, I'm not fighting no Crawfords and no Spencers and none of that. Nah, that ain't happening.
Okay.
He said, man,
Okay.
he already said, man, he said, I had my time. He said, now I'll fight. He said, if I'll do an exhibition to make some bread real quick, but nah, nothing serious.
Yeah. Okay.
And rightfully so, man. You get in there and get hurt. Training like that.
I mean, yeah. I mean, but like to me, could you see him go down the route of a Mike Tyson versus Roy Jones type thing, where he picks his where he fights De La Hoya again, or he fights Pacquiao again,
I can see something like that.
and let that be like an exhibition type thing?
Yeah, I can see something like that. Now, Manny Pacquiao wouldn't be exhibition because he's still active. Like, he just
Yeah. Well, no, I'm talking about like later on. I'm talking about
like later on, later
yeah,
on, maybe something like that. Like if he fought De La Hoya now, that would be exhibition for real, because they really ain't been
mhm.
acting.
But
Even though
De La
Floyd,
Hoya is coming back.
yeah, but he doing something like Tyson though.
Yeah, but I'm just like, De La Hoya is one of those guys that'd be like, yo, I can still do this.
Yeah, until you get punched in the face.
I tell you, bro. I'm trying
Nah,
to tell you. I saw that interview that he had where he started to talk about it, bruh. Mm,
yeah, nah.
he's looking like he kind of he want the smoke, and I'm
I know
like,
he want. Hey, look, it sound good. Like you said, it sound good until you get in that ring. Like even Mike Tyson said that show. He said, man, when I did that training video, this man was in the bed for a week after that.
yeah, yeah. But I mean, to me, I look at Mike and I look at just the ferociousness and all that. And yes, it's a training video and all that other stuff. But to me, let's keep it a buck. If I saw a dude doing that and they asked me if I wanted to go fight him, I'd be like, maybe not. I'd be like, yo, can I bring a pit bull with me? Like, I'm gonna be asking real questions. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Hey man, but nah, hey, look, with that said, man, hey, we gotta touch on one thing real quick.
Yeah,
How bad is the NFC East,
they're terrible. They're terrible.
bro? I mean, I had a conversation with my man the other day. I was like, dude, I really think they should look at not having anybody represent the NFC East. For real, man. It's no, yeah. And if they do, they cannot win. If they do have somebody represent the NFC East, they gotta really look at not giving them a home field game, bro. I'm sorry.
I see it. Yeah, I get it. I get it. And to me, I think the NFC East is it's a blown opportunity because to me, Philly is not that bad. They're not as
No.
bad as how they're playing. And Dallas is not as bad as how they're playing. But right now, it feels like both of them are playing subpar football where they can actually play better football. The Redskins are the Redskins. The Washington football team is the Washington football team. They are who they are.
The
Um,
Giants are here. Yeah, Giants should be
yeah,
tanking for Trevor Lawrence.
yeah, like they are who they are. But to me, the Eagles and the Cowboys are better than that. Even with Andy Dalton at quarterback, they still are that. Now, with that being said, if Andy Dalton is coming in and they're playing like trash and all that, is Dak worth the money? Shouldn't Jerry Jones see that?
I mean, yeah, and then you gotta understand it too. If I'm Dak, I'm like, I don't even know if I want to play with them Bama's though.
But he's getting the franchise tag, so he's on the Kirk Cousins type thing
Yeah.
where they
I
just
mean,
gonna keep tagging him.
yeah, I mean, but I think this year is the last time they can tag him though.
Is it okay?
Yeah,
So yeah,
the following year is the last time they can tag him.
if I'm Dak, I go to probably Carolina.
Or Washington.
No, because you're gonna be Donovan McNabb.
Yeah, they don't got no offensive line.
Nah, man, you gonna get crushed.
They ain't get
Donovan
killed.
Donovan got traded there, and I've never seen somebody so unhappy. It was the
Nah,
worst.
like I'm again. All right, so over and under. Will anybody in the NFC East win more than 7 games?
Under.
You taking the under?
Yeah,
I might take the 7. I'm not over 7 though.
I say
Even
under
if they,
because
yeah,
if you look at the NFC East always has the hardest schedule out of anybody in the NFL because there were always the teams coming from the 90s. There were always the teams that were,
they
you
would beat
know,
up on each other.
yeah, you know what I mean? And it really made the interconference games better because they beat up on each other so much that they're just like, okay, who else won? Like, you know what I mean? Like they like the Skins versus the Niners and stuff like that would be crazy games.
But not anymore, man.
Not anymore.
Not anymore,
Especially,
dog. That
oh my God, we haven't even touched this. They benched Jimmy G.
that was weird.
That's
Yeah,
crazy to me.
that was super weird though.
That's crazy to me. It's
Like
a
even
it's
they
a,
like
it's
even
a
with the even with
Shanahan. It's a
no even with
Shanahan.
no even with the Miami Dolphins, like they benched Fitzpatrick and they was winning. Like it didn't make I don't think like he lost
No,
his job.
no, but you know why they benched him is because right now they know that he's only good for a couple games, and that's Fitzpatrick's thing his whole career. He's
I
always
mean
been good for a couple
yeah
games.
the
But what he
Buccaneers we
did with
know
you
that.
guys, with you
Mm-hmm.
guys, duh, you guys should have had a better team with him playing the way that he was playing. Like
Yeah.
y'all should have went a great playoff run. Y'all tapered off. He just started throwing interceptions, this, that, and the third. And I think they see that. And I think with Tua, it's like
They quit
why
they
have
quit
this kid sit?
yeah they quit while they were ahead.
Yeah, yeah. They're like, we've seen what you did in Tampa. We're in the same state. We've seen it. We've seen it. Yeah, we good. We good. You know.
Hey,
So I
hey.
get that. Let's hit one more thing before we go off. I don't know if you've seen the video of John Wall versus
Oh yeah,
Beasley.
going against Beasley.
Bruh,
Dog, you know what's so crazy about Bees? Bees gets buckets, son.
only in those environments.
Yeah, but
But when you put him on the court,
he don't play within the offense.
right, right, right. And I just feel like even on defense and stuff like that, like he I don't know what it is during the games. Like he's very like it looked like he don't know where he's at. You know
But
what I
you know
mean?
what,
Or where
dog?
he's supposed to be.
But you know what it is too. Like when you in those kind of games, man, with playing in the NBA, period. Um, you already it's only but so many touches you're gonna get,
Sure.
and
Sure.
like even like play it's so many players really to be honest. It's so many players in the NBA that really can average 20 points easy.
Mm-hmm.
But when you playing on certain teams, you already know for a fact you might get 3 touches, you might get 5 shots off. So
Yeah.
you just got to be, and then not to mention, you're not gonna be able to get the ball and boogie with it and do what you want to do with it. You gonna have to kick it out, or you gonna have to, or you gonna catch it and catch and shoot.
Yeah.
Or depending on your role on that team, you might be
Yeah.
just on there just to take up time for might get 5 minutes, and so
Yeah.
it's hard. And you got dudes that really can get buckets out there, but they got to play in the role. Like prime example, like Amon Shepard probably could have been averaging 15 to 20 points, but every
You
team
definitely
he was
could.
on,
Yeah.
he sacrificed to play on better teams.
Yeah. Is
So
he's still with the Kings, right?
now he's free agent.
Now he's free. Okay.
Yeah, he's free agent. I mean, it's a lot.
What about
It's a lot.
Beasley?
He a free agent too. But you know, no. I mean, it's the same thing that happened with J.R. Smith
Mm-hmm.
and dudes like even Carmelo. Carmelo suffered with it. It happened to him. Like we know Carmelo can get a bucket. We know Carmelo can
Mm-hmm.
still play. But it's
Mm-hmm.
like, all right, what system do you want him to play in? You know he's a scorer. You know he can get
Mm-hmm.
a bucket. But it's like you know what comes with that. Like he at the end of the day, he is still Carmelo Anthony. Don't get it twisted.
Yep.
So I
To
mean, it's
me,
hard though, man.
I'll be real with you. Carmelo has always gone places for the money, this, that, and the third, or whatever. I think right now Carmelo needs to chill and go ahead and sign with the Lakers, bro, because now it's time for a chip.
I mean, but then he gonna take the veteran minimum. They got a lot of things we gotta think about too with the Lakers too. Cause
Not, get rid of Caldwell Pope. Get rid of Kuzma.
Kuzma's out of there. He's gone.
Yeah. So to me,
But
I'm
you
like,
don't. But you don't want to get older though.
yeah, but at the same time, you got LeBron, who's that much close to retiring. You got the White Howard. You got McGee.
But
You
yeah,
got all that.
I don't want this team to turn into that Gary Payton and Karl Malone team though. When
I
they
don't.
got all
I
them older
honestly,
pieces.
I don't think that. I don't think that it would because you're not going to be starting Melo. You got Melo coming off the bench, actually giving you buckets, and that's what the Lakers kind of missed. That's why they kind of dropped some of those games. Was because when LeBron was off the floor, yeah, Anthony Davis was still doing this thing, but Anthony Davis didn't have any backup.
But then another thing that hurt us, man, we didn't have enough consistent 3-point shooting.
Right,
That,
and
Cause
with
yeah,
that
like
you add Melo,
it was
or go out and get a Redick, or
get a Reddick or Kyle Korver or somebody. Speaking of Reddick, Stan Van Gundy got a job again.
with New Orleans, bro.
Bro, they just keep recycling the same coaches, bro.
But you gonna put him over that young dude Williamson? Come on,
Yeah.
bro. Now I automatically knew, yeah, Williamson is gone after his contract. He's going to the Bucks or whoever, you know what I'm saying? Whoever pays him the Bucks or whatever. But Van Gundy is a big man's worst enemy.
Dog.
And you're gonna put him over that.
And then Van Gundy, he's one of those guys. He's a disciplinary dude, but he's not a people's person. He's not for a young team. That team is young.
Yep.
And
so
he's that old school cat, man.
So you already know Ingram's gone.
I don't know how that's gonna work, man.
Ingram's a free agent, so you already know Ingram's gone.
Yeah, I don't know how that's gonna work, bro. I don't know.
It ain't. So with Ingram being gone, because I already count him as gone.
The ball might be gone. I don't see him fitting. I don't see him fitting in Stan's system. I don't.
But to me, I think if you ball, you gotta play the smart. At least play a season or two more, just to really show your value and you developing as a player.
Oh no,
and
he got a ball.
Get the big bucks somewhere else.
He's still in his rookie joint, so he got a ball out this year. I think this is last year in the rookie joint.
This is the last year. Okay, so then he's gonna have to get it in, because bruh, that next year, to me, you go ahead and sign with the Wizards. Go ahead and sign with don't go to any big market team where like you draw so much attention. But you need to, if you ball, you need to be the big fish in a small pond. You know what I'm saying?
He'll get killed in the big market.
Yeah. So I think
too much, and then it'll be too much pressure, and they'll kill him. But the best thing he could have did was go to the Pelicans. That helped him out. But man. But I saw that signing. I'm like, dog, that's a weird signing. Like, dog, we still messing with Stan Van Gundy, though, man. Come on, man.
But you know what it is that, and I hate to say it like this, but the Bensons, Tom Benson and his wife Gail, or Tom Benson, rest in peace. He owns the Saints. When they took over the Pelicans, Tom Benson is a great football owner. Like, he's a great football owner. Like, he's the type of guy that will let you do your job, stuff like that or whatever. And he handles kind of like the overall business stuff and getting the money, doing whatever. To me, when he passed and they had all this drama with his kids and stuff like that, and because his kids really wanted to sell the Saints to San Antonio, right?
That's why they're about to move.
Yeah. And so now, his wife took it over. His wife's like, no, because we provide jobs to this area, and this area is not the greatest area. So we're going to keep the team here. Now, when she had to take over the Pelicans, now she's having to kind of make decisions and rely on people that they just kind of brought in. And so now she goes with the older coaches and and stuff like that.
I
The
see what
people
you're
that's
saying.
under
Yeah,
her.
that makes
And yeah,
sense.
you know what I'm saying? So it's weird. And you're gonna start to see the Pelicans actually make decisions like that until something happens. Like they're gonna lose the team again, or something they're gonna have to win the lottery and get the next Michael Jordan or something,
I mean,
and
they got a solid. They came up with getting Zion Williams, so and I would nurture him, man. They gotta. I mean, you got a diamond out there, man.
yeah, but the problem is that like you gotta get that diamond to play in the actual system, and you gotta get him a system now because
Yeah, yeah,
the way
early,
that he
early.
plays is reckless.
Nah, but then he was playing with Alvin Gentry. But everybody told me, I've heard from a lot of people that Alvin Gentry's not the best coach, though.
Yeah, he's a good assistant, but he's not
Yeah,
he's not the best head coach.
nah, he's not the best head coach. He's not a good leader of men.
Yeah, yeah, and I just
Nah,
feel like because there ain't no coach out there really. You gonna get Scott Skiles?
nah. I mean, it was but it's some young coaches out there, but they scared to take chances on him.
Yeah, because I think the Pelicans really wanted, and they lost out on youngin from the assistant from Toronto.
Yeah, he signed. Didn't he go with Indiana? I think.
I think so.
Who he
Yeah,
with? I
I
think
think
he
it
was
was
with
Indiana.
Indiana. Yeah.
Yeah. So,
Nah. Hey, look. Hey, man. Shout out to John Wall too, man. He looked good in that video though, man. I hope he comes back, man. Bro, they gonna need him to come back because I think the Wizards gonna lose Bradley Beal.
yeah, man, they ain't got no choice, bro. But this is
I've
the
been here.
thing,
I've been
though.
hearing so many. Yeah, I've been hearing so many packages for Bradley Beal. It's ridiculous, dog. Lakers put a package together. The Warriors put a package together. So I think Beal out of there, bro.
But I did see where you had Bill and Wall talking, and they were like, "Nah, we are dedicated to making this thing work, and this, that, and the third." Now, that's always a story whenever you talk to media. But to
Right.
me, I'm like, if you can get them on the same page, and you already got because this is an ideal situation for Wall because Wall doesn't have to come back and ball out. He could slowly walk himself up and really support Bradley Beal and being Bradley
Yeah,
Beal.
just run the offense.
And Bradley Beal already got the contract. So it ain't
Yeah,
like
yeah.
he's doing nothing for the contract. So he's paid, he's this, he's that, or whatever. But to me, I think with the Wizards, you got to get a coach. You got to get a great coach.
That was a good big that was a good pickup. They got the big man from not Toronto but Memphis.
Yeah, I forgot his name. Was it?
Yeah, yeah.
But
Bouchick, whatever his name. But yeah, that's a good pickup though.
yeah, I feel like if you start to kind of get that team together, you got a contender, but you don't have necessarily. You got a playoff maker. You
We
got
got
a
a playoff
playoff
team,
maker
yeah.
type team, but you don't have that knockout punch. But to me, you biding your time right now anyway because LeBron, KD pretty much has it on lock every single year. Either LeBron or KD is going to win a championship.
And then the Nets got better. Um, I don't know, man. But I heard the Nets were trying to put together a package to get Paul George, which I thought was a weird trade because I'm not a fan of Paul George right about now.
I'm
But I
not.
think
I've never really been a fan of Paul George like that. Because
I
to me,
was.
in Indiana, when he was coming out, he was really the flavor of the week, and he kind of got overrated. And I was like, yo, he needs to prove himself a little bit more before y'all start giving him the crown. Like they was really going at this guy like he was just the best in the world. I'm
Yeah,
like,
yeah, yeah. They yeah, they dropped my man. Yeah, 2K carried my man. My man rating went from a 95 to 88. They got they carried the battle. Yeah.
and it's true, but to me, it all depends on next year. Like, say the Clippers just become a way better team or whatever. Let's be honest, it is Doc Rivers. There's always been that question: is it Doc Rivers?
We'll see. We'll see how Philly turns out.
Yeah, man.
Hey,
Cause
look. Before we get out of here, man.
yeah,
This episode of the OT Show is brought to you by BrightenSmiles.com, man. If you want your smile to be bright, just like my man right here, go to BrightenSmile.com, put in the BrightenSmile.com, and put in the promo code OT Show Pod 25 to get 25% off your order. BrightenSmile.com, man. They got the UV ray to get the smile bright, man. They got the Choco, man. The Choco get the smile right too. Yeah, brightsmile.com, man. Go to my promo code OT Show Pod 25 to get your teeth
Boom.
right, man.
Yeah, man. Listen, y'all, fellas, y'all gotta get y'all smiles bright because once they start opening stuff back up, you don't want to be the only dude in the bar talking about what's happening, baby girl. What's up,
Yeah,
girl?
nah, you don't want to be. Hey, women too, man. Get your teeth right, man.
For
No man
sure.
wants a woman. No man wants a woman with funny teeth, man. It's just not happening,
Right.
man. We're not doing that, man. Dudes too, man. No, don't nobody, don't no girl want a guy with raggedy mouth, man. Get your stuff right, man.
Let,
Hey,
let's be real.
brightsmile.com, man.
Snagglepuss is not a pet name.
Nah, we're not running with that, man. Nah.
Okay. Okay.
Hey,
It's
look.
a dip.
Hey, look. Even if you got the one tooth, man, make sure it's clean. Go to Bright Spot, clean that one tooth, man. Make that clean though. You know what I'm saying?
Come on, man. You know, it's what you was blessed with.
Hey, get down. Brightsmile.com, man.
For
Promo
sure,
code
man.
OT Show Pod 25, man. Just like that. Go to them. Brightsmile.com.
That's what it is. That's what it is, people.
Yes, sir.
All right, Broham. Yo,
And with that said, man, it's OT Show. I'm your host E.
yo, I'm G, and we out this pod. Peace
Have
out,
a
y'all.
blessed weekend. Peace.
Yeah, man. Stay safe.